Have you ever noticed how the perfect word doesn't just describe a story, it actually builds it? How it can take a simple chain of events and turn it into this compelling saga of struggle and success? Well, we're about to see just how a few specific words can create an entire world for a character.
So, let's start with the big question, right? How do you tell a story that's really about a person's character? Not just what they do, but who they truly are. The secret, it turns out, is in the words we pick. Think of vocabulary as the DNA of a story. We're going to build a whole narrative right now, piece by piece, using a lexicon of really powerful words.
All right, our story kicks off with a startup founder. She's got this idea she believes deep down can change the world. But you and I both know an idea is just the beginning. Let's start building her character, starting with her plan.
First things first, our founder is ardent. Now, this isn't just a casual hobby for her. We're talking about an intense, passionate, almost burning belief in her mission. She is the complete opposite of indifferent or apathetic. This ardent energy is what gets her up in the morning, ready to tackle whatever comes her way.
But, passion alone doesn't get you very far. She is also assiduous. That just means she is persistent, she's attentive, and she is incredibly diligent. She's not lazy. She's not just hoping for the best. She's industrious and totally unrelenting in her work. Her ardent passion is fueled by an assiduous work ethic.
And this is basically her mantra. This quote just nails her assiduous nature, doesn't it? It's not about some single flash of genius. It's about that persistent daily grind. That's the real foundation of everything she's trying to build.
Being a good leader means making some pretty tough calls. With not a lot of capital to work with, she has to carefully allocate every single dollar. To allocate really just means to distribute, right? To give every dollar a specific job to do. Every single decision has to be strategic.
And this chart right here, it tells you her story without using a single word. Check out the allocation. That huge chunk for research and development shows you her priority is building a world-class product. So this isn't just a budget, it's a roadmap of her strategy.
So, she's got the passion, she's got the work ethic, and she's got a solid plan. But no great story is ever that simple, is it? So, of course, now we have to introduce some conflict. Some major obstacles are about to test just how strong her resolve really is.
The first major challenge comes in the form of a competitor, but not just any competitor, a brash one. This rival is impulsive, hasty, they make these big, rash moves in the market, really just trying to grab all the attention with loud, aggressive tactics.
And right here, the difference in their styles is just crystal clear. The competitor's brash, hasty approach is the total opposite of our founder's assiduous, prudent strategy. They're all about those quick wins. She's building for long-term, stable growth. It's a total clash of philosophies.
And it's not just the competition she has to deal with. The market itself is capricious. It's fickle, it's unpredictable, it's mercurial. One day a feature is the next big thing, the next day nobody cares. Trying to navigate that kind of environment requires a really steady hand, not a brash reaction.
So the pressure is really mounting. At one point, a key team member makes a hasty mistake, nearly derailing a whole project. Our founder has to make a tough call, and she has to chastise the team member. It's not about being mean, it's about censoring the mistake to correct their course. A really tough but necessary leadership moment.
So with a brash competitor on one side and a capricious market on the other, the temptation to deviate from the original plan is just huge. You can bet everyone is telling her to swerve, to diverge from her core mission and just chase the latest shiny object.
But she doesn't. She resists. Sure, she makes course corrections, but she absolutely refuses to deviate from her core values. She abides by that original mission. It's a journey of hitting a detour, correcting course, but always reaffirming the mission. This is her assiduous nature in action.
But all this struggle, it takes a serious toll. The company's finances become emaciated. What a powerful word, right? It's not just that they're low on cash, the bank account is withered, dangerously thin. They are running on nothing but fumes, and the pressure is at an all-time high.
But these are the moments that define stories of great character, aren't they? After the struggle comes the pivot. Now we get to see how her persistence finally pays off, turning all that scarcity into incredible success.
And then it happens. The breakthrough. A major client signs on. A product launch succeeds beyond their wildest dreams. And the team can finally exult. They rejoice, they revel in this victory that they earned through blood, sweat, and tears. It's a moment of just pure glory.
And the best part, this success is no fluke. It's backed by copious amounts of positive data. Copious means abundant, plentiful, just a lot. The proof that she was right all along is overwhelming.
I mean, just look at these results. We're talking ample signups, profuse positive reviews, bountiful investor interests, and plentiful press coverage. Each one of those words, ample, profuse, bountiful, just reinforces that idea of abundance. This is the direct reward for not deviating from the plan.
So, our founder's story has reached its triumphant conclusion. But the real takeaway here isn't about startups at all. It's about the words themselves, the words we used to tell her story. And this is the whole point. We could have just said, the founder worked hard and succeeded. But by using words like ardent, assiduous, brash, and copious, we turned a flat report into a compelling story about human character and resolve. That right there is the power of a precise lexicon.
These words are tools, just sitting there waiting for you to use them. They can bring characters to life, build incredible tension, and illustrate success in a way that really resonates. So the only question left is, now that you have the lexicon, what story will you tell?